Don't forget to like this video, share it and subscribe to my channel. Doing these 3 things will help us make more great videos for you.
Okay, so today I'm going to show you how to set up this Fire TV Cube that I just got from Amazon. I'm going to show you how you can set up an Amazon account to go with it. Now, if you've already got an Amazon account to go with it, that's fine. But if you want to set up a separate Amazon account or you haven't got an Amazon account, I'm going to show you a way you can set one up without having to give your debit or credit card details, so that basically nobody can make any purchases on your Fire TV Cube. So first of all, I also should mention that we are going to need an HDMI cable, because it doesn't come supplied with an HDMI, unfortunately. It comes supplied with everything else. But first of all, we're going to set up the Amazon account. So let's just do that. You're also going to need a mobile phone number to set that up, so and an email address. So let's just do that. So I'm going to go to the Amazon homepage. Now, you must do this on a computer. You can't do this on a mobile or a tablet, because unfortunately the part about not needing a debit or a credit card just won't work. So make sure you're doing this from a computer. So let's just go to hello up there, and there's a little section there that says new customer, start here. So click the little blue start here. Okay, so first of all we're going to type in our first and last name. Done that, and then I'm going to type in our mobile number or our email address. Okay, so done that, and then I'm going to type in a password just there, and then I'm going to go into re-enter password and type the same password in again. And then I just click verify email. Going to solve this puzzle, so let's just do that if it asks you to do that. So I'm going to click solve puzzle and going to select that. Yeah, that's correct. Okay, and now it's going to ask us to verify the email address. So they should have sent a one-time passcode to that email address. Let's just check just to make sure we've received that. And yep, I've received it. You don't need to write down this one-time passcode. So I've just typed it in as it was on the email. Click on verify, and now it's asking for our mobile number or our cell number if we're from America. So let's just type that in, and then I click on add mobile number just down there, and they've sent a one-time passcode to it. So I'm just going to get that off the mobile, and then we can carry on. I've just typed in the one-time passcode, so I'm going to click on create your Amazon account. And there we go, the account's been created, but we need to do something else first, okay? So what we need to do is we need to go up to account and lists up there, go into your account, and we need to go into your addresses just there. So click on your addresses, and we need to add an address, and this needs to be a valid address of wherever you want to use the Fire TV stick. So let's just do that. Okay, so I've typed in the address, and I'm just going to click on add address. Okay, so I've added the address, and then I need to go into one-click settings just down there, just under related. This is very, very important. So go into one-click settings and find the button that says make default, which is just to the right of the address you've just given there. Click on make default. Now it will come up and it will say add payment method, but we can just ignore this. What we can do is we can click on the cross just up there, so we don't have to type in any details. Just click on the cross up there, and there we go. That should be absolutely fine now. We don't need to do anything further apart from to set up the Fire TV Cube. So I'm going to go and unbox this now, and we'll get it set up with the details I've just set up on the Amazon account. Okay, so first of all, I've got my HDMI cable, which I need to plug into the back of my TV. I've got the Fire TV Cube box, and what I've got to do is I've just got to peel off this sticker that's at the back there just to open it. So let's just do that. In actual fact, there you go, there's some arrows there to tell me which way round I need to open it. So there we go, just open that. Let's just open the bottom of the box there. Okay, so that's opened, and then here we go, it then opens like so, just to reveal there the cube. So let's take that out, the cube out. There we go, one cube just there. Little speaker on the bottom there. I imagine that's for Alexa, and so let's put that to one side. Inside the box, just there, there was a hello, so let's just pull that out, and that is the guide to the cube. Just there gives you a little bit of an instruction there on what to do, how to connect it up, and how to power up the voice remote, and important information like safety information, like, you know, don't use this in the bath or whatever, you know, state the obvious. It must be cooled, should be cooled. So okay, so let's just look into the box again. So you've got the remote down there, but we've got this box here. This box, I'm just going to pull this out and let's just see what's in there. So in that box there we have got the power cable. There we go. Great big brick there of a power cable. Let's just take that out. The next thing we've got in the box here is, this looks like the remote control receiver unit. I could be wrong, but that's what it looks like. It looks like a remote receiver unit, because you don't necessarily need to have your cube right next to the TV anymore. So the next thing we've got in this box here is the Wi-Fi, is the Ethernet adapter. Just there. Let's try and lighten this picture up a bit. There you go. So Ethernet adapter, just there, which plugs into the Fire Cube. Desperately want to say Fire Stick, but it's a cube. So let's just unwrap this cube then. Right, there's a little tag just there with an arrow on it. So what do? We pull it upwards by the looks of it, or do we? Okay, right, let's do it my way then. Let's just unpeel this here. There we go. Oh, and let's take this out of its box. That's it. I see now. And then that just peels off. Like I say, it tells you where everything goes on the cube. So let's just peel that off. There we go. Just to reveal the cube's. Oh, it's going to peel right the way around. Let's just put it off there. There we go. So, and that's going to reveal, like I say, all the interfaces. So USB, infrared, that's the remote, HDMI, and power. Right, let's start plugging things in then. So first of all, we're going to plug in the Ethernet connector, just there. That goes in the USB. It can only go in one way, so just keep sort of trying it each way, and there we go, finally it will go in. Okay, so the next thing we want to plug in is, I suppose, is the remote control receiver. This just here. You can't really go wrong with the cube, because if it doesn't go there, it just simply won't fit. So let's just plug that in there. Okay, and lastly, what we need to do is we need to plug in the HDMI cable. So let's just do that. HDMI cable. Plug that in to the HDMI socket on the back of the cube. Apologies for the light here, it's not that great, but let's plug that in, and the other end of this goes into the back of the TV. So we've still got another thing left in the box, and that is the remote and its batteries. So let's just get the batteries out. Okay, 2 AAA batteries just there, and let's get the remote out of the box. So we've got the this style remote with the shortcut buttons underneath, and let's open that from its packet just down here. Here we go. Let's pull it out. And there's a little cover over the top there. So let's rip that off. There we go. Now what we need to do is we need to put the batteries in. So press down on the back and then slide that down. And the batteries will only go in one way, and that is with the nib upwards. So the little nib goes to the top. Okay. And let's just do that one. Nib to the top. Okay. pop those in there, slide the cover back on, it clips back on. Lastly, what I'm going to do is I'm going to undo the plug. So that's the packaging on the plug. I'm not going to actually physically undo the plug. So let's just do this. Going to rip this open. There we go. And then we can pull the packaging off. There you go, to reveal the plug. So the plug obviously may well differ compared to country to country. This is a UK plug, and we need to plug that into a UK plug socket or a European plug socket or an American plug socket, depending on what plug you've got. So let's just do that. Let's plug that in, and let's just plug this end into the hole, the round hole just there. So we've got it all plugged in now, and I've gone over to my screen. Hopefully within a couple of seconds now it will fire up. Now at the moment I haven't plugged anything into the Ethernet socket, so I can plug an Ethernet in, but let's just do this. So it's just firing up for the first time, and in actual fact a little light just come on the front of the cube, but it's gone off now, so there's nothing to see here, but it's now searching for the remote. So let's just do this. Let's press the home button on the remote, and then I'm going to press the play pause button to start. It's asking us where we are, United Kingdom. Okay, and it's scanning now for networks. So I'm going to choose a network. Let's just choose this one, and I'm going to type in my network details. So bear with us while we do that. And once I've typed in those details, just press the play pause button to connect. And there we go, it's connected. Now I should say that if we've got a Ethernet connection, then we can just plug that Ethernet connection in there, and nothing needs to be done. So okay, so it says sign in with your Amazon account. So I already have an Amazon account there, the one I set up a minute ago, so I'm just going to go into that. Okay, so it's saying here that we can go to that website, type in that code there, or we can sign in manually by pushing the hamburger menu, the 3 lines on the remote control. So let's just do that. So I'm just going to type in the address that I typed in earlier. Okay, so I've done that. I'm going to press the play pause button on the remote, and now it's asking for the password, so I'm just going to type in that password. Okay, and I've typed in the password, so I'm going to press the play pause button again, and there you go, it's registering your Amazon Fire TV. So let's just leave that for a few seconds. There you go, successfully registered. So it's asking us to confirm the name, so yeah, that's my name, so I'm just going to press the middle button to continue, and it's asking us, do we want to save passwords to Amazon? It's up to us whether we do that, so let's just say yes to that. Okay, so it's checking for backups. There's no backups. I don't want to enable parental controls, but that is entirely up to you, so I'm going to say no on that. And now it's asking us to choose the apps that we want to choose. So if I go into choose apps here, it says what do we want? Do we want the BBC iPlayer, ITV Hub, Channel 4, Now TV, Apple TV, Disney? This is going to vary from service to service, so Talk TV, Sky News, depending on where you are in the world. Like I say, these icons are going to be different, so they're not going to be the same as mine, but you've got all that to choose from. Once you've chosen all you want to choose, press the play pause button and press the middle button to finish, and those will then start downloading and installing. Now it says enable Alexa to control your devices. Alexa will guide you through setting up your TV soundbar and receiver. Note that the Fire TV Cubes needs line of sight to your equipment. So it says here press the hamburger menu for some tips. So here we've got some tips on how to set it up so that it manages our equipment. Okay, but I'm not going to set this up because the equipment I've got is very, very basic. So I'm going to say do this later. I don't think any of it will connect up to it. So let's do this later. So it now says it's optimizing in the bottom right hand corner. Now it's loading. There you go. It's asking us to join Amazon Prime. So I don't want to do that. So I'm just going to press the middle button. Okay, and here we go. We've got the menu now come up. Now this, in actual fact, is the real old style menu of the Fire Stick. Can you see that there? Yeah, I haven't seen that for a long, long time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the magnifying glass up there, and I'm going to search for downloader. So let's just go down to downloader there, middle button, highlight downloader just here, middle button, OK, and then middle button again to download it. And let's see if it downloads it. That's it, it's downloading it and it's now installing it. And like I say, I haven't had to give any debit or credit card details. Let's see if it opens. Yes, it opens. Let's allow that. Let's middle button on the remote control to get rid of that. And let's just go to the settings here. Okay, because obviously this is a real old interface that we've got here. I'm going to go across to my Fire TV, okay, middle button, and I'm going to go to about just there, middle button, and I'm going to go down to install update. Let's do that. Let's install the update and let's see what happens. So it might take a few moments to install, so I'm just going to, there you go, it's powering off. Let's just see what happens. Okay, we're powering back up again and it's installing the latest software. Now on the Fire TV stick this did take a while. As you can probably see now on here, we've got this blue light pulsing on the cube. Let's just pop that down for a sec. So again, it could take a while because it is going to be, I think, a rather large update for this cube. I mean, like I say, that software was extremely old, so I'm not sure when my cube was manufactured, but it was obviously a while ago. So I'm just going to wait for that to finish updating. Might take a little while, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause this video and we'll come back to it once it's updated. Okay, so the line's gone right way to the end and it's now restarting, so hopefully this shouldn't take too long. Let's just see what happens now. There we go, we've got the Fire TV logo come up, and is it going to continue the updates? Let's have a look. Hang in there for a little while, and here we go, Fire TV comes up. Let's just see what happens. Incidentally, still the box has still got these, or the cube's still got this pulsing line going across. And we're loading again, and we've got another loading come up on the left hand side, and here we go, we've got this welcome to Fire TV. So I guess this is the new menu, so it just gives us an overview of the new menu there. So let's press the middle button on the remote, and yes, we've got the new style menu now on here with the new update. Still got downloader installed, but what we must do with downloader is we must go across to this cog over here. Oh, there's an update in progress. Sorry, just going to leave this. It says don't touch the remote for 1 to 2 minutes. So let's let that go through. That's very important to let these updates come through. And there we go, the update's finished. So let's just go across to the cog there and then go down to my Fire TV, middle button, and let's just go down to about. And as you can see here, I've not got developer options. So go to about, there's no developer options in there. That's what I was looking for, to actually allow downloader to download stuff. So let's just go down to this install update just here, middle button on the remote, and it says this may take a few minutes, don't press any buttons on the Fire TV. So it's now said it's downloaded the update. Let's highlight check for updates again. Let's just see if there's any more updates to come through. And there you go, yeah, it's downloading another update. So this bit might take a bit of time. I'm going to go through this a few times just to make sure that I've got the latest version of the Fire TV software. So it's saying that it's installing the update, may require a device reboot. If you leave this page, the update will be installed later when your Amazon Fire TV Cube is not in use. So it's best to leave it on this page whilst it's downloading and installing the update. So I'm just going to leave it here just as it was before. I mean, this seems to be sort of restarting the update. I'm not really sure what's going on here, but I'm going to leave it. I'm not going to panic at the moment. Let's let the update go through. Let it take as long as it takes. There we go. It now says finishing updates. This may take a few minutes. Don't press any buttons on the Fire TV remote, so I'm not going to do that. Just going to leave the remote control on the table, not go anywhere near it. There we go, those have installed. So I'm just going to press the check for updates again. It's downloading another update there. So let's let it do that. hopefully it shouldn't take too long. I'm going to pause this video if need be, save listening to me prattling on about this, but I'll pause this and we'll come back to it when it's nearly finished downloading. Okay, so that update's nearly finished downloading. It says press select to install now, so I'm just going to press the select button. Okay, and it now says it's finishing the update. So again, this bit might take a bit of time. Sorry if I'm repeating myself, but I'm just going through all the steps that are required to get the Fire TV Cube up to date, and I'm hoping that it will restore the developer options button when we've got the Fire TV stick fully up to date. Okay, so that has now finished, so I'm just going to try this again and let's just check for updates. So yeah, another update, so I'm going to install that. Like I say, I'm just going to keep going, keep installing these updates. I'm going to pause this video again and we'll come back to it once this update is installed. Okay, so it says it's installed, so I'm just going to check again for updates, and then now it's saying your Fire TV is up to date. So let's go back to the Fire TV Cube and back here and about again. No, it's still missing that developer options. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to restart the cube. Let's go down to restart, middle button, let the cube restart and see if that returns after a restart. So it's just powering off at the moment, and there we go, it's powering back on. Hopefully shouldn't take too long this time. There we go, there's the Fire TV logo there, and hopefully within a few seconds we should have the Fire TV menu appear. Sure enough, here it comes, and let's go across again to the settings just over here. That's the cog just there. Go down to My Fire TV, middle button, go into About, and no, again, it's still not there. So let's go down to check for updates again, middle button, and let's just see if there's any more updates. No, it's saying your Fire TV is up to date. So right, if this happens, what we do is we go up to where it says Fire TV Cube, and what we need to do is we need to press the middle button on the remote control 7 times. So let's just do that. Let's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and there we go. It says you're already a developer. So let's press the back button on the remote, and there's developer options just there, and we can go into that. Okay, and we can go to install unknown apps, and we can allow downloader to download apps finally. So there you go. That was the setup for the Fire TV Cube, going from basically setting up a Amazon account and then going through to installing it, and then going through to updating it to the latest version, and also getting those all-important developer options back for you. What I do like to do is, once I've set up one of these, is I like to turn a few things on or off. So I'm just going to go through that now. So let's just go into display and audio there, and what I like to do is I like to turn the screensaver off, because that can sometimes take up memory, and sometimes it can just be plain annoying. So let's just go down to start time there, select that never. Okay, go down to date and clock, turn that off. Display info, make sure that's off. Alexa hints, make sure that's off. Shuffles off. There you go. Press the back button now, and I think if we go down to audio there, we can turn the navigation sounds off as well, that clicking noise. We don't really need that. So let's just go back to display, and here we've got video resolution, so we can change that if we need to. Most of the time it does a pretty good job. The other thing we might need to do is to calibrate the display, so we can actually make the display, we can adjust the display for the best experience. So use the up or down keys on the ring of the remote control to make the screen smaller or larger. The idea is these arrows meet the edge of the screen. Once they've met the edge of the screen, hit accept. Okay, so the next thing I like to do is I go down to preferences there, middle button, go to privacy settings, go into there, and I just turn these off. Device usage data, turn it off. Collect app usage data, again, turn that off. Oh, it's obviously found something, so let's just go back. Interest-based ads, turn that off as well. So let's go down to data monitoring. Now this can be handy data monitoring if you want to monitor how much data your Fire Stick's using, but it's up to you. I'm going to leave that switched off. In notification settings, okay, I'm going to turn Do Not Interrupt on, and app notifications, I'm going to turn every single notification off, because I don't want those little notifications coming up at the bottom of the screen telling me I need to do this, I need to do that, somebody's just blown their nose. You know, I really don't want that. So going to go down to featured content, and I'm going to turn Allow Video Autoplay to off, so we don't have these video adverts come up at the start of the Fire TV, and allow audio autoplay. I'm going to turn that off as well, because we don't want audio popping up. We don't want audio scaring the life out of us once we turn the Fire TV on. These are generally adverts that come up on the Fire TV. So sync recent content, yeah, I can leave that on. I think that's about it in there. So like I say, in the My Fire TV there, we just simply go to developer options and then down and make sure that we go to install unload apps, and any apps that need to download to the Fire TV stick, make sure those are set to on. Let's go back. One more thing is we just go into applications there, go into Amazon Photos, and just make sure Access Amazon Photos is disabled. Okay, so keep that going until it says disabled, and then go back into Amazon Photos, go to Allow Guest Connections and turn that off as well. So we don't want other people connecting into the Fire TV stick, or the Fire TV Cube in this case. So let's just have a look. Manage installed applications. Wow, look at that space we've got there. So we've actually got 12.98 gigabytes of usable memory, and we've got 11.1 gigabytes left, absolutely free for us to fill with loads and loads of lovely apps on there. We've even got on here the ability, if we want to plug in an OTG cable either into next to the Ethernet slot there, or into the back of the Fire TV Cube, the USB socket on the back there, and increase the storage even more. So apologies, like I say, for the brightness on here. It's not been very good, I'm afraid, but there you go. That's just lined it up a bit there, so you can put stuff in there. So there you go. I hope this guide helps. And don't forget, whilst you're on my YouTube channel, have a look around. I've got thousands of other videos covering all different types of topics. Hopefully you'll find something to entertain, educate, and even amuse you.
I hope you liked this video, and if you did, hit that like button. If you think your friends, your family or your work colleagues might like it, then don't forget to share this on your social media timelines. And if you haven't done so already, make sure you find out about all my latest videos the second they're released. Hit that subscribe button, then hit the bell, then hit all. You can also find me on Twitter at CWTech, and also find my website at cwtech.co.uk. Liking, sharing and subscribing really helps support this channel. Thank you very much.